Hello there, grumpy old fart here. I always said I would do real stuff on this channel, and I'm really trying hard not to get into conspiracy theories or crazy stuff, that kind of thing. Trying to give real stuff. But when the U.S. government says that UFOs are real, you got to kind of report on that. You know what I'm saying? Because I've always been kind of a UFO buff. Well, now they've given me the green light to go ahead and talk about it. So. I did a video recently on the road to disclosure, I think it was called, on UFO disclosure, where the American government is going to be releasing information on UFOs and what they've got, and that would be great. But since I did that, I found out a bunch more stuff. So let's talk about that. In July of 2019. Navy personnel on a destroyer took night vision video images of pyramid-shaped UFOs. These UFOs were maneuvering and performing actions no aircraft on Earth could perform. If a modern aircraft was flying at Mach 2 or whatever and did a 90-degree turn, hairpin turn like that, the pilot would be goo on the inside. It's not possible for a aircraft at our current level of technology to do what those are doing. It's not possible. The Pentagon has announced that these night vision videos of the pyramid UFOs are real. Many of these such images are now becoming public, and the Pentagon is saying that they're all authentic. There's a lot of stuff going on in the solar system, in the galaxy. I did a video on stuff out in the solar system, but this one's weird. I just found about this one recently. Just found out about it last week, as a matter of fact. In 1995, the Hubble telescope picked up thousands of objects that were traveling faster than the speed of light. For those of you who don't know, that according to physics, nothing can travel faster than the speed of light. Something out there in space can evidently break the laws of physics. They said that it's more than likely it's galaxies at a far distance, and then we're just seeing it go real fast. Maybe, I don't know, but there's other physicists out there saying that they're not galaxies at extreme distance moving, but they're traveling away from us faster than the speed of light. If they're traveling away from us faster than the speed of light, they're breaking the laws of physics. You see what I'm saying? My contention is, and there's a lot of physicists out there saying they are not galaxies, they're actually objects moving. And if they're objects moving faster than the speed of light, that's not natural. And if it's not natural, you see where I'm going with this? Just saying. And then I found another report. You're going to love this one. One pilot reported that his fixed-wing aircraft, an airplane, flying through the air, okay, like a jumbo jet is an airplane, an F-111 is an airplane, a Super Hornet is an airplane, a Cessna is an airplane. This particular airplane was flying at 40,000 feet and stopped in midair. Just stopped. Did not operate as a normal aircraft should. I would very much like to read that Pentagon Task Force report on that incident. And the report I'm talking about is, I got it out of order, excuse me. Okay, last August in 2020, the Pentagon set up a task force. And I got that out of order, crap. No, I didn't. Yeah, I'm right. Last August 2020, the Pentagon set up a task force whose purpose was to identify these unidentified aerial phenomena. The UAP task force is set to ID possible UFO threats. Okay, I would very much love to read the Pentagon task force report on this incident where the airplane's flying along and just stops. I would love to read that, wouldn't you? Because that right there defies the laws of physics. If an airplane is flying along and it stops, what happens? It drops. Why? There's no airflow under the foils. That's the way aircraft stay. Aircraft has to stay moving. You know, helicopters go up and down because they've got the rotors, which act as foils and push the air down, lifting the aircraft up. That's how helicopters work. An airplane has to move forward to get the air underneath the wing deflecting down to keep the airplane up. That's how that works. It's basic aerodynamics. If an airplane's flying along and it just stops, it drops out of the sky. This one apparently didn't. Just saying. UFO reports confirmed by the U.S. military are all over the mainstream media. I want to say Tucker Carlson from Fox News, he's got them on about once a month now. It's ridiculous. They're all over the place. A report set to be released, and I talked about this in another video, a report set to be released to Congress in June of this year is supposed to reveal everything our intelligence services know about UFOs. And as I understand it, they're supposed to release it to Congress, so I don't know if it's going to be made public or not, but I would love to read that report, wouldn't you? That would be freaking amazing. So as it stands, that's where we're at right now. We have lots and lots of incredible reports by credible people. As far as I'm concerned, you don't get much more credible than astronauts and military pilots. You see what I'm saying? These people are saying they're seeing things, and that events are happening that shouldn't be they shouldn't be possible. Yet there they are. Man, I can't wait for this disclosure. That's gonna blow everything out of the water. I've heard it referred to as the biggest event in human history. Are we alone in the universe? Answering that question. It's a possibility. I mean, I who am I to say? I'm just a human. But I will say this. I talked about this in UFOs Evidently. A lot of people have lost their careers by coming out and saying they saw these things. Now the Pentagon says they're real. What do they get their lives back? 50 years later? It's going to be a big deal. It's going to be a really big deal. I'm surprised. I did another video called Lackluster Attention from the Media or something like that. Go check that out. It's about UFOs. On disclosure. Because the media is not talking about it. At least anywhere near like they're supposed to be. Okay? We got a report coming out in June that's supposed to literally open the lid on the entire cookie jar. And nobody's saying boo about it. I didn't find out about that report until, 2 weeks ago? I thought I was up on everything. I try to research shit. You know what I'm saying? And the whole reason that report came out is because Donald Trump passed a law and made it so. Just saying. Regardless of who did it, it is set to come out in June. We need to see that. Everybody needs to see that. The media needs to report on it because it is the biggest event, at least one of the biggest events in human history. And if they try to keep that secret like they've been doing, it's not going to fly. That's all I'm saying. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all.